Hi. I'm not sure if you knew this, but it was National Thrift Store Day this past Thursday, and that's basically a national holiday for us thrift gremlins. So today I'm going to show you how to take some thrifted beads and make something like this. But first, to the thrift store. Let's go. Who are they? More importantly, who is he? I love him. You know, as a crafty gal myself, one of my favorite things to find at the thrift store is secondhand art supplies, crafting materials, custom name bracelet maker. I'll take that. One thing to keep in mind is to just be careful of the local wildlife. I promise they're more scared of you than you are of them. Okay, maybe that's not always the case. Nature. Okay, cutest thing I've ever seen. $3.99. Another favorite section at the thrift store is definitely the books, specifically for illustration inspiration. Look at that cat. Look at that cat. Y'all, I am killing it in the skirts today. Look how cute this is. Are you looking? Baggy bags. Whoa. What are you? Look at that tag. Never seen something more beautiful in my life. Y'all know how I feel about a blue vintage dress. Should I? No. What? No. Stop tempting me. Bread tube heart. Coffee. Ooh, coffee. Morning. First things first this morning, let's tackle this beaded bralette. So I've been wanting to make something like this for a while. It's been pinned in my make something like this secret Pinterest board since before the start of the year. So my main inspiration is this Zigzag Goods beaded bralette. Definitely go check them out. And I think it would just be the perfect layering piece over anything, really. Do I know what I'm doing? No, but it can't be that hard. Right? Let me show you my bead stash that I've been collecting from the thrift store. I got these yesterday. There's some cutie patooties in here. And also, I found a random mason jar filled with star beads for $1.99. So I spent a little time this morning kind of measuring out how long each of my segments are gonna be. And this is kind of my best guess. And I did it just by using a little measuring tape and kind of going like, that looks good, that looks good. But if it works out well, maybe I can make some sort of pattern for y'all to make one yourself. I hope this works out well. I'm very excited. So first things first, let's start stringing some beads. Gotta eat my yogurt to get big and strong. It keeps my tummy feeling good all day long. I really freaking love it. It is the best. Makes me really glad I don't have IBS. Oh, you're wondering why my yogurt has a brown tinge? Well, maybe when I was getting my bowl together, I was also pouring myself another cup of joe. And maybe I pulled a billboard dad and poured coffee in my yogurt, okay? It's not bad. It's not bad. Just stepped on a needle, no big deal. One triangle, complete. It might be a little big. I might have overshot things a tad, but you know what? I'd rather be too big than too small. I wanted this to have kind of a baggy fit, a baggy look anyway, so that I could layer it over pretty much anything. So this will sit up here, this will clasp in the center, and then this will connect further back here. So it actually is looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. We'll do some straps. we'll do a back. I'm having a great time. And look, we even have a little Easter egg for all of my stinky, stonky little friends out there. Let's do it. Good morning. So I made a bit of a mess yesterday. Come with me. I know. Why are there 4 rolls of dog poop bags in here? Don't ask me. It's not like I'm the one who put them there or anything. Ooh, $20. Ooh, $5. Thanks, past me. So let's tidy up and then we will finish this ding dang chain. That feeling when you tidy up and put a pile of clothing neatly folded on a chair, but then you need that chair, you know, for your butt. And so clothing pile that was on the floor becomes clothing pile that is once again on the floor, but this time neatly folded. Oh, Nelly. All right. You want to know something exciting? Well, okay. I have exciting news and I have disappointing news, neither of which are actually important, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. Exciting news. I got a new microphone. I get a lot of comments of people asking me what my wireless microphone is, saying that they like it and that it sounds good, which I'm so glad. But there is a huge downside to it, let me tell you. This is the microphone I use, and it's great. I love this little guy. But it only works with these DJI Pocket Mimos, and these aren't very good. I mean, it's fine. It just, look at the screen. It's very stupid. That's ridiculous. So whenever I want to use a nicer camera, like the one I'm using now, I can't use this and I can't walk around and I'm always stuck and wired to the camera. Not anymore, baby. It's the same mic, but it works with any camera and your phone. This is not sponsored. I'm just really excited. And now it's too dark. I'll put a link down below. Also, you can buy these secondhand. On the DJI website, you can get a refurbished unit, which is cheaper and better. We know this. Oh, and the bad news, it's not really bad. I bought a ton of beads from the thrift store to make this beaded chain, and I totally forgot a whole other set of beads. These would have been so nice to use as little spacers. I guess I'll have to make another one in the future. Each time I finish a string, I attach it to where it needs to go. So I'll add one of these little crimp covers with a hook on it, attach that to a little purple jump ring. Let's zoom in, this will be easier. So we got our crimp cover. It goes over our knot with the little hook. Attach that to a little jump ring that I might need to pinch closed a little better, and then attach that to a bigger decorative metal jump ring. So although this looks kind of crazy and like, how do you keep this all straight? It's actually pretty simple if you have a plan. Draw it out, see what sections you need, measure how long those sections will need to be, write it all down, and then just make all of the sections. And then you can connect them all into this beauty. I think we have the long back section that I still need to create. Let's do that. The moment of truth. This kind of reminds me of one of those candy necklace like G-strings. Anyways, my final touch of this. I was so happy when I found these at the craft store. Little heart clasp that hopefully will be right in the center when I get this on. Okay, that's the back. Heart in the front. Okay, this over here. It didn't break. Wow. Cool. I also did. Ugh. No, my favorite bead has to go to the super random little steamboat bead that was just thrown in there. The beauty of thrifted beads. You never know what you're gonna find. Speaking of that, the first time I saw one of these beads, it's like a little almost seashell thing. Definitely thought it was a fingernail and definitely almost puked. Yeah! Oh, the styling possibilities, endless. I love the idea of just wearing this over a graphic tee like so. And if you saw my Instagram reel that I posted this past week for National Thrift Store Day, you'll see a couple different ways that I styled it, including in a more business casual way and just a fun hyper color way. Now, I'll be honest, these colors, they're cool, but it's not necessarily the beads that I would like choose for myself if I had options of all the beads in the world. I think I'd like something a little bit more antique-y and vintagey. Like, for example, I have these little almost old-fashioned ceramic beads, the blue and the white. So I'm gonna keep my eye out for vintage beads, and I would love to make more things. Maybe like a full overdress. Wait a second, I definitely want to do that. And then over the next few days, I took it upon myself to wear my body chain basically every single day. Specifically, we went to an awesome garage sale and a little vintage market. So let me show you what I got. I'm back. Let's get this party started. When we left the house today, I had no idea what treasures awaited me. And I really do think this cool little beady harness thing brought me good luck. I've been wearing this every single day since I made it. Usually with some sort of oversized t-shirt and bike shorts and stompy boots. And it kind of just feels like my new default outfit. I'm wearing it backwards today because it feels like my new kitty friend needs some more attention. So our first up was at the Mercado, or Mercad, Ohio garage sale. And I actually included them in a small business shopping guide a while ago, and they just have the best stuff. It definitely has a mid-century flair to it, but also a lot of more natural woven materials as well. So the big star item for this sale was this beautiful, huge San Francisco print. If you're new to the channel, I used to live in San Francisco, so it holds a very dear place in our hearts. And we have this big long gallery hall on our second floor that we're trying to fill up with big giant vintage prints of all the places we love. It's kind of perfect. I also found this amazing hand mirror that feels very mid-century. It almost reminds me kind of this energy. And then for all my crafty people out there, I saw this box and I knew something good had to be inside. It's just a set of super cool old X-Acto blades, different tips you can use like sculpting tools. I thought this handle was just so cool. Now this is something. It's one of those things that you like hate and love at the same time. So we were thinking that we're gonna put maybe like an air plant sprouting out of this here atrocity. Welcome to the family, little buddy. You'll fit right in. And then on the way home from the garage sale, we learned that there was a flea market happening. So, you know, we had to go to that. And the first thing I saw upon walking up was this big, beautiful beauty. Puffy paint, white cat, Ohio. Perfection. And I'll list all of the shops that I shopped from down in my description box in case any of y'all are local or want to check them out on social. The second stall I checked out was called Doom and Loom, and they had so many amazing vintage dresses. This is the first one that I saw when I walked in, and I had to know more. It's like this little mini fit and flare 60s dress in this super unique polka dot pattern with this little pull zip. And there weren't any fitting rooms, so I couldn't try it on, but kind of just holding it up to myself, I thought it would probably fit. Now, upon trying it on, it's a little tight up in the tatas, up in the pits. But what I would really love to do is to give the top, the bodice, a fit more like this, keeping that fit and flare in the bottom and that mini length. So if y'all have any ideas about how I can do some surgery, if you're sewists, let me know down in the comments, and I might just take it to a tailor or a seams person and maybe they can help me out, because it was just too special, too good. And then while I was looking at my little clown core treasure, this other person came in and was looking at this black and white vintage square dancing gown, and the person was so excited about it. And then they're like, you know what, I should be kind to my wallet, I'm not gonna do it. And so they put it down, and I swooped over and picked it up and was like, you can be kind, but I'm gonna be mean. It wasn't that mean. The prices were super reasonable. And I was talking to the seller about how square dancing was huge like in the 70s, and let's bring it back. Let's start making our own outfits, matching partner outfits, and embrace our rodeo clown eras. All in all, this was a very surprisingly fortuitous and vintage filled day, and I appreciate you all letting me show you what I got. That's the best part of the job. I'm a very lucky girl. Now we get to reveal the total amount that we raised for Kaleidoscope Youth Center from our closet sales. First of all, thank you so much to everybody who watched that video, who voted on which charity to support, who actually purchased something so that we could support. We were able to raise over $400 for this awesome cause, and I couldn't have done it without you. And you know what? Since we're a little over 400, let's just make it an even 500 and call it a day. I love that we can do good things with this channel and we can do good things together. It's kind of amazing, so thank you again. Back to the topic at hand, if you create one of these body chains out of thrifted beads or whatever bead collection you have going on, let me know. Tag me on Instagram. You can find me there at kathleenillustrated. We have a lot of fun over there. I was able to celebrate National Thrift Store Day officially with an actual thrift store sponsor this past week, which that's goals set, matched, and surpassed. And I also could not have done that without you either, so thank you for the millionth time. If you like this video, you're probably gonna like my future videos. And if you had a good time this week, then feel free to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. As for a little sneak peek for next week, it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna be sending thrifted items to somebody. Somebody's gonna be sending thrifted items to me. That certain somebody has incredible vintage taste, so if you're excited, just imagine how excited I am. I'm very excited. I hope you have a very stinky week, fit for a king or a queen or court jester, whatever. I love you and goodbye.